This podcast is sponsored by BuyBiz.io. Discover premium AI-driven online businesses for sale, perfect for standalone growth or seamless integration. Explore now at BuyBiz.io to kickstart your digital success.
Why reviewing business contracts before buying is a must. Avoid costly mistakes when buying a business by reviewing contracts carefully. Learn key tips for understanding terms and protecting your investment. Why you should always review business contracts before buying. Hey, I want to talk to you about something super important when you're buying a business: reviewing the contract. I know it might sound boring or like the kind of thing only lawyers care about, but trust me, it can make or break your whole deal. Whether you're buying a small shop or a tech startup, the business contract isn't just a formality. It's the blueprint of what you're agreeing to. And ignoring it? Well, that could cost you big time down the line. So, picture this. You're ready to buy a business, maybe even something cool like those AI-based companies from Archie Boy Holdings. They've got some interesting businesses listed, by the way. If you're curious, you can explore our listings today. But back to contracts. If you jump in without really checking the details, you might end up with hidden issues or surprises that weren't obvious at first glance. Here's why business contracts matter. Contracts lay out everything: what you're buying, how much you're paying, who's responsible for what, and the timeline for payments or transfers. But beyond that, they often include clauses about liabilities. Sometimes you inherit debts or legal responsibilities. Non-compete agreements, restrictions on what you can do after buying the business. Confidentiality terms, how sensitive information must be handled. Warranties and representations, promises the seller makes about the business condition. Dispute resolution, how disagreements will be handled, which can save you tons of headaches. If one of these points is vague or unfavorable and you don't catch it early, your dream business might turn into a nightmare. What should you look for when reviewing? Here's a quick checklist you can keep in mind when you get your hands on a business contract. Audiobooks. Invest in professional narration or collaborate with narrators to release your book in audio format. Purchase price and payment terms. Make sure you understand how and when payments are expected. Seller obligations. After sale. What role does the seller play once you take ownership? Will they stick around for support, or is it hands-off? Existing debts or liens. You don't want to suddenly owe money to creditors you never knew about. Employee agreements. Are the current employees staying? Are there contracts or ongoing obligations to them? Legal compliance. The business must follow any industry regulations or licenses, and you should confirm things are up to date. Engage with attendees. Be personable and open. Build rapport by asking attendees about their reading preferences or inviting feedback. Even if you feel confident yourself, having a contract attorney or business advisor go over the paperwork is worth every penny. Think of them as your personal bodyguard, spotting red flags that might be invisible if you're not experienced. Sometimes just one clause can save you from massive headache or cash loss. And here's a bonus. When you work with someone who knows the legal landscape, they might be able to negotiate better terms for you. Why it's smart to use reputable listings. If the whole contract review process sounds intimidating, then starting with trustworthy resources can help. For example, Archie Boy Holdings AI-based businesses. For Sale offers listings on BuyBiz.io where businesses are presented professionally with detailed terms. This can give you a leg up because these listings often come from companies that have already done some due diligence. If you're interested in owning a business powered by AI technology or other cutting-edge sectors, they have some unique opportunities. But remember, no matter how cool or futuristic the business seems, the contract still needs your full attention. Wrapping it up. So yeah, reviewing business contracts before buying is one of those no-brainer steps that might feel like a hassle, but it's your best defense against surprises. Think of it this way. Would you buy a car without a test drive or insurance? Your business is a big investment, and the contract is your insurance policy. Next time you're looking to buy a business, keep your eyes peeled, ask questions, and get help on the contract. And hey, if you want to peek at some cool businesses, especially AI-based ones, check out Archieboy Holdings' AI-based businesses for sale. They've got a solid lineup that's worth exploring. Remember, good contracts keep you protected, help you understand your new venture fully, and pave the way for success. Until next time, keep it smart and keep it smooth.